People? Welcome back to OTMkast podcast, where we dive into anything and everything that shapes our lives, from sports to lifestyle, from fashion to careers and beyond. This is your one-stop destination for insightful conversations and engaging discussions. So today I've got one of Nollywood's, no, not even one, the Nollywood's finest, the special guest, a Nollywood actor, the RichyRichEmpire, the one of the and only Rich Entertainment. Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome my brother, Rich Entertainment. Brother, how's it going? What's good?
Thank you very much. Thank you, man. Too much hyping, but I beg Timi just drop it down a little.
There's nothing about too much Odogu.
All right, thank you, everybody. I'm super excited to be here on this platform. Timi, I must confess, you're doing an amazing job. Thank you very much. Thank you.
Thank you, brother.
Sir.
Thank you, brother.
Yes.
All right. Now we're here. We're about to explore one or two things. I mean, from Nigeria to the States, Nollywood life compared to Hollywood, and in general, just about to have some fun and then do it the Niger style way. So let's start the first things first. Who should we say Rich Entertainment or RichyRichEmpire is? Who would people want? What would you want people to know about you?
Okay, all right. Thank you very much. So I will go the route of Rich Entertainment. Rich Entertainment is actually a brand. So Rich is, my wife and I. Ella is Stella. Stella and Richard. That is Rich Entertainment. So we come together, to make things happen. So basically, Rich Entertainment is a brand. We are into entertainment. We're into clothing business, modeling, and a lot of stuff actually. So we do a lot of movies on YouTube. We have artist management. Sincerely speaking, it's a lot. So that's just a summary of Rich Entertainment. But when it comes to entertainment, trust me, we are the right place to be.
Wow, that's a lot though. In fact, I don't even know which one to grasp at this moment. Is it the clothing industry? Is it the movie industry? Well, okay, let's dive into the movie industry. We'll get to others later. Let's dive into the movie industry. So when you first start your roles, what inspired you to even be an actor in the first place?
What inspired me to be an actor? Well, okay, let me take you back all the way to secondary school, right? So there was a time, I think it should be the end of year event, like end of year, like Christmas party. So I was, we did a little audition and I was casted for a sub-lead, like not the major character. Then before I knew what was happening, I think the lead was not able to deliver his role very well. Then before I knew what was happening, they had to recast, do another audition, and boom, then I was taken all the way to play the lead. And after the whole drama, I realized people were like, "Oh, Richard, you did an amazing job." I'm like, "Oh, wow." So that means this might be a talent that I never knew about. And so that was the beginning of me, like, say, okay, you know what? I think I will begin to look for a way to nurture this, hidden God-given talent and skill, in me, and to see where I will take it from, point A to point B. So that was the beginning, actually, for me.
So we'll say your first role was as a secondary school actor. So would we say then that it was a blessing in disguise that the lead role wasn't taking his or her role perfectly, then you came in?
My joy, I won't lie to you, the main joy I had was this lead character, he was my very good friend. So he understood that it's not as if maybe I did anything funny. I can still have a mental picture. It might look funny, like all the way back, secondary school days and everything, but I still have a mental picture. Mm-hmm. The good thing was, he was my very, very, very close friend, and he understood that the whole thing played out, the way God wanted it to play out. So, yes, you might call it a blessing in disguise for me, but for him, it wasn't like a blessing to him. But then again, my joy, like I would say, was an understanding that the person on the picture is my very good friend, and I saw how the whole thing played out. And now, this is secondary school, but in the long run, would I say years back again. So like many years back in the days of university, strike. That was when I began to take it a little more professional. So I don't know if I'm going too fast, but let me just take it slow.
Okay. So now let's dive into that professionalism. Good thing that you mentioned. What would you say, or can you share a brief story of your first role as, let's say, a Nollywood actor?
Nollywood actor. Yeah, thank you. So this whole thing started, like I would say, after secondary school days. Yes, I had the dream to become an actor, to see myself on the screen, but I never knew how to go about it. So yeah, then luckily, I back in the days, my dad, I used to sometimes drive his car because I never owned the car then. So I had this friend that would sometimes approach me, oh, Richard, he has maybe like an audition or a movie or this or that, or he had a business to run. Maybe he just want me to assist him with my father's car so that we'll go together. Then on this fateful day, he told me that he was going for an audition. And I'm like, what's an audition? Then he told me, say, it's a way to just show your talent. Actors are there. You give your script to read and everything. Then they'll see if you're able to deliver. Then they'll give you the role. I'm like, oh, sounds good. But you know what? I'm not prepared today. Say, yeah, okay, don't worry. Let's just go today. It's okay, all right. I'm just giving you a ride. Then I went with him, for the audition. Then I was urged to try by my friend. Actually said, you know what? Just try. Even if they give you one scene or two scenes, that'll be fine. Then I tried myself out, and boom, and that was the beginning. I was given a role in a movie for an audition I never planned to go for, and I was given a role. That was about like 2 or 3 scenes, and I was super excited. And that was the beginning of me, to understand how the movie industry works, like Nollywood. That was just the beginning. And I would say, thank God. It might sound funny, but thank God to strike. As to strike, thank God to strike.
I don't think many people agree with you on that one. It might have worked out great for you, but strike in Nigeria now. Yeah. It's something totally different.
Absolutely.
Okay, so in this movie, what would you guess? I know acting sometimes for you now it might be easier and all of that, but would you say that was your first challenge as an actor, or consequently down the line there were other roles that you feel, oh, this is really challenging? So basically, what was the first challenge role that you played for, and what made it so demanding?
First demanding role, actually, okay. It was the role of a doctor, actually. So now, if you ask me, why did this role turn out to be demanding for me? It's because the movie, we're supposed to shoot the movie, I think, like in 2 months' time. Then something along the line, I think the lead actor, he was supposed to travel out of the country, so they had to push the shooting earlier than planned. So, and I wasn't going through my scripts, and I was just notified that, okay, like in 2-3 days time, that we'll be going on set. I'm like, why? But they said about 2 months time. So that was one. So the time factor, they pushed it, all the way back. Then secondly, now I grabbed my script, and I realized the dialogues were very, very lengthy. I won't lie to you. I called my friend, that gave me that access to understand how Nollywood works. The guy gave the right and everything. I said, bro, I'm not gonna lie to you, I want to drop this role. The guy started laughing. He said, why? I said the lines are too long and the notice is too short. He said, Richard, do it. So all he did was he gingered me, and I pushed myself. I took more time to go through the script, and I, took a time again to digest the character very, very well. And of course, there's one called to improvise, meaning you don't have to read it word for word and everything. Yeah, it was demanding for me, but I did it. Yes, on set we had a lot of cuts because I wasn't flowing as much as I would have loved to, or as the director expected me to flow. But then again, I was able to deliver. So the time factor and also the dialogues were very, very lengthy. I was even asking the director, I said, director, who wrote the script? But he said it's a script. So that's it. So, but yeah, that was my experience. It was funny, yeah, but it was a good one.
Now why they say have good friends around you, supportive friends, yes, it goes a long way. Imagine when you wanted to withdraw and it's like, okay, now maybe not just do it because of this thing, and give some sort of reason or excuse, and then we wouldn't be here where we are today. But awesome. So let's dive into life in Nigeria and life in the States. As a Nollywood actor that stays in the state or lives in the state now, what would you say has shaped the differences between Nollywood and Hollywood?
Please, can you repeat yourself? Let me digest this question.
Okay, so as a Nollywood actor, I'm sure at one point you would want to dive into Hollywood as well.
Yep.
What do you see as the biggest differences in the way, let's say, the films are being made, somewhat?
Okay. Oh, yes. Now I understand very well. So now here's the thing. Unlike Nollywood, the budget, actually, the money being put in to shoot a movie, it's not as much as the money, the budget for Hollywood. Secondly, most of the jobs, again, to back home, they are most times financed by by individuals. Unlike here, you have some corporate body, the government, and there's a lot of collaboration. Yes, we have collaboration back home again too, but then again, it's not. It's way different. Then also the story, the culture. There's a lot of difference. I came here. I was thinking I was going to be, come to America here and also go into acting like full time. But boom, I came and I realized bills gotta be paid. There's no way for you to save your passion. Yeah, bills gotta be paid.
Those people at the back, tell those people at the back.
Bills gotta be paid. You will come all the way from Nigeria with your passion. Sincerely speaking, most times, I mean, I might be wrong, but 99.9% of times, your passion will not put food on your table, especially the moment you arrive. Yes, maybe in the long run, yes, things might work out, but once you come, bills gotta be paid. So now you will follow a different route, because why? America has the way of making you crawl, run before you fly. So that's it about Nollywood and Hollywood. But yes, it's been a roller coaster, but I can complain. I've been getting a couple of jobs here and there, but then the ceiling here and when you want to get a career in acting here, the ceiling here is very, very, very high. The population, then also again people's time and schedule, culture. There's a lot of difference actually. So it's not been easy, but it's doable. It's doable.
Awesome. Okay, so speaking of money and corporate entities, do you think that is one thing that, let's say, Nollywood is missing, not having those corporate that would sponsor and put money into Nollywood movies?
That's one of them. One of them. Yes, that's one, because of course, with money you can do almost everything. With money you can plan very well. With money you can do a very good movie. With money you can tell a story that you would really love to tell. Some people tell stories because they say, okay, the story because they wanted to have just limited characters. Why? Because they are also trying to tell a story, but at the same time, again, they are not. They don't have that finance, the budget to have too many characters. So it has a major role to play when it comes to the money. Then also again to the culture of the way things are being done back home. Like you and I know, okay, take for example, if you want to own the car, yes, I heard, we have a couple of insurance company out there, but for the most part, if you want to get a lot of stuff done, you have to finance it from your pocket. You want to buy a car, you got to, bring money from your pocket, even build a house, so many things like that. Unlike back here that you can you have the access, to get loan or even corporate bodies to be able to achieve what you want to achieve, even with little or no money. As far as you have that vision, you have the templates for to present, it's possible you might be able to achieve what you have in mind.
So don't you not think that should be something like Nollywood actors and actresses should look into, creating that cooperative world whereby they can sponsor movies to further get the global I mean, I know Nollywood because you see it on Netflix now, you see some of them on Amazon Prime and all of this, but with the influence of money, don't you think if they start something like that, it could make them go more global, trying to reach the standard at which Hollywood has set?
Yes, that's true. Like I said, culture, it's not the same environment. Unlike back home and here, if you go to the bank right now, most times, even if you're, let me say, if you're a brand name, for you to go to the bank and even get that loan, it's very, very hard back home. From what I heard, it's always very, very hard. So, but here it's almost easy as far as you have what to show. Then also interest, of course, will come after you, after everything. But like I would say, it's, it's a different environment. So the way of doing things, yes, we would love to do it that way. But will the system allow you to get it done that way? No, we've not gotten there. I know Nollywood is, working hard to get to that, stage. But the way things have been done back home and here, it's just way different. So that's why I always say culture. That's the major problem we have. But I believe we will get there. I mean, I don't know how soon, but I believe we'll get there.
Okay. Hopefully we get there someday, because it's growth is an amazing thing when you say, as long as it's positive growth.
Yep.
It's an amazing thing. Speaking of culture, I mean, I know you say you got into the States and then you see things are different. You have to pay your own bills. Fashion would get you there at some point, but won't be the starting point. What would you not say, out of all those things, is the biggest shock coming from Nigeria to the States, either as an individual or as a Nollywood actor?
Oh, the biggest shock. I won't lie to you. For me, I was coming here and I thought I would be able to transition my acting. Of course, I was doing modeling actually full time before I went into acting. I did yes, modeling. Yes,
there's a lot of faces to RichyRich Entertainment. I'll be RichyRichEmpire. So it's not just Nollywood clothing. We still get modeling. Hey,
my brother. It was real. So my biggest shocker was coming here. I was giving myself about 2 months that I will be getting roles back to back, modeling, acting, be seen on billboards and everything. But trust me, like I said, when you come here, you have a lot to take care of even before thinking of following your passion. You have a lot to do, to deal with. Bills got to pay, your documentation before you can settle in, before you know your way around, before you know how to jump from this bus to another bus, to know your schedule. When are you going to start to earn money? There's a lot to think of. That was a big shock for me. I won't lie to you. I was thinking I was going to break even as quick as possible, because the week I came in, I started texting most of my friends that I knew that were based here, text them, hey guy, I did Yankee, how far? Just in case the rule, I text on Facebook and everything. My brother, the way all the mental picture I had, they were all.
The dream was put on hold, but never shattered. Yeah,
you know how people say you're living the dream. At that point in time, I was beginning to dream the dream. Dreaming the dream. Dreaming the dream.
You were not living the dream at the time. You were dreaming the dream. I need to make that one a tag. Dreaming the dream.
Dreaming the dream.
Before living the dream.
Before living the dream. Sounds good.
Okay. Awesome. All right. So let's I believe right now you're a role model to a lot of people. What would your advice be for, let's say, young Nigerian actors or Nollywood actors who have not stepped outside of Nigeria? What would your advice be, first for the young ones, on how to elevate their acting career and break into the main role? And secondly, for those Nollywood who have not stepped outside of Nigeria, what would your advice be for them to break into international markets?
Okay, yeah, you asked me two questions. First of all, I'll say about the upcoming or those that are just started in the movie industry back home and everything. The only thing to make you get, from point A to point B, just keep improving on yourself. You just have to be consistent and you have to persevere. Consistency and perseverance. You have to be consistent, put in your best, try as much as possible to be better than your skill of yesterday. So that goes a very, very, very long way. Then also when you come here, for you to break even, sincerely speaking, I won't lie to you, first of all, or most importantly, is God's grace. I won't lie to you. God's grace. Because like I said, the ceiling is very, very, very high here. Then also when it comes to the population, unlike back home again too, America is very, very, very wide. It's very, it's wide. Even if you have a friend that would like like to feature you in a movie, they call you, they ask you where you're based. You're based in a different state. They have to fly you down. Now they ask themselves, is it worth it to fly you all the way from this state or down here and everything? The cost of flying you down on like back home. So it's God's grace. But like I will always say, it's doable. It might look very, very hard, but it's doable. Nothing is impossible with God. Nothing is possible. You just have to keep pushing. Perseverance and grace.
You heard it. Grace, improve your craft.
Absolutely.
Because people can only bank on what they see is getting improved.
Yes, and also try as much as possible to put yourself out there. Meaning, once in a while, maybe pictures, videos. Just announce yourself that, hey, I'm still present in this social space, because you know what they say, out of sight is out of mind. The moment they begin to they stop seeing you on screen and they stop seeing you on social media, I tell you, people begin to forget about you. It's normal.
I mean, it's a world of social media right now with a lot of content creators, people, TikTok,
absolutely,
Instagram Reels. So there is no means for you not to get yourself out there, whatever it is you think you're doing.
Correct.
But all right. So a quick question: if, let's say, Nollywood wants to remake a Hollywood blockbuster, and let me go back into the days, the days of Blade, someone like the Equalizer, any Hollywood blockbuster movie, which one would you say is your favorite that you would love to star in?
I'll say the movie by Denzel Washington. I think it's called Training Day, where he won an Oscar as the best actor. 2001. Yes, 2001. Yes. That movie is something I would love. Even I would like. Funny as it may sound, even if it's just one scene, I wouldn't mind. And let me tell you this. You see, the story Titanic, right? The story Titanic. Now some people are not so happy when they are not playing the lead or sub-lead. But trust me, yes, I understand that part. But then again, every role has goes a very long way in telling that story. Okay, those people for that ship, where they fall inside water, if they are not there, that story is not complete. The only thing is, if you're given a role, try as much as possible, even if it's only one scene, try to announce yourself, try to give your best. As if it's the last opportunity that you have. That's my experience that I understand about. Not just acting, everything about life. Try your best possible to give it your best shot. Yes, your best shot. That's it. Because you don't know who's telling.
Okay.
You don't know who's telling. You don't know.
Absolutely. And you don't know who's watching. Like they say for football, soccer, like we know it in the States, you never know which scout is checking you out.
Yes. Oh, that's what I was supposed to say. You don't know who's watching, actually. Then even that word that you played only one scene, you don't even know. Maybe that particular scene might, that scene might be used as a trailer in that movie. And that might also be your point again. So, and that might be your only scene. So you hardly can tell. Hardly can tell.
Okay. Just a couple more questions before we wrap up. And I guess the next thing that let's say, if you had to describe your acting career thus far, what are 3 words that you would use to describe it?
Oh my God, 3 words. Okay, all right. So I'll say perseverance, consistency, and the third one is keep pushing. No, sorry. No, grace. Perseverance, consistency, and grace. God's grace. God's grace.
Awesome.
Yeah.
Awesome. We can do nothing without God's grace, at least for those who believe anyway. And perseverance will take you a lot of places. Consistency, however, is the key. Consistency is the key. All right. You've released a couple of movies, Almost Perfect, The Man for Me, Troubled Home, and so on and so forth. I want to put you on the spot right now. Which one is the best that you've released, or is the best one yet to come?
Are you kidding me? They are all the best. All of them, they are the best. All the best.
Sounds political right now.
All the best, because okay, now At RichyRich Entertainment, we do our best in all our movies, even if it's just only a feature movie, even if it's a short movie, what we call let me tell you a story or storyteller. No matter how short movie is, we try to put our best. We don't say, okay, because this the budget is much, or it's a feature movie, or it's a musical video. Whatever we do our best. We try not to be mediocre. We try to stand out.
That's
We try to stand out.
we can do whatever you do, put in the best. Which
Put in the best.
awesome. What are the or any upcoming plans, or what does the future look like for RichyRich Entertainment?
RichyRich Entertainment, the future plan, we are praying and we're hoping, we're working hard to be a global brand. And I know it's not easy. It takes a lot of work when it comes to finance, dedication, devotion at the same time. Again, so it's a lot, actually. Sacrifice. So we see ourselves as a global brand. That's where we see ourselves, and we're working hard to get in there. And I would like to use the opportunity to say a very, very, very big thank you to those working behind the scene, not just we, on the front of the cameras and everything. Our crew members as well. So they're doing an amazing job.
They're major people. Major people.
Yeah. So without them, we cannot make ourselves a global brand. So it's a teamwork, actually. So you know what I say? Teamwork make the dream work.
Make the dream work. Absolutely. Well, at least now the dream is not dreaming anymore. The dream is the reality now.
It's beginning to work.
Awesome.
Beginning to work.
So as you know, like we do on OTMkast podcast, there's always some rapid questions, some very personal, some not very personal, but we'll make it short, so because of time and all of that. Now, I'll actually ask about 4 or 5 rapid questions. Whatever comes to your mind first, don't think about it. It's just whatever or whoever comes to your mind first. Don't think about it.
Let's go.
Okay, are you ready?
I'm ready. Let's go.
All right.
Let's go.
We start with the easiest of all. What's your Nigerian favorite dish?
Ooh. Egusi soup. Egusi.
Yeah.
Ooh.
Okay. Who's your dream co-star, either that you worked with before or that you would wish to work to, either Nollywood, Bollywood, Hollywood?
Hollywood, actually, I'll say Denzel Washington. Hollywood, actually.
Okay.
Denzel.
Okay.
Then for Nollywood, I'll say the likes of RMD, yes, Richard Mofedamijo, RMD, yes. There's a couple of them, actually. These veterans, a couple of them. That's for the male. Then the female, Joke Silva, and a couple of them. I might not be able to have the mental picture. Kate Enshaw, also Kate Enshaw. She's amazing.
All right. What's one embarrassing or funny moment you've had on set?
Embarrassing moment. That was when I was still very, very new. When they come with all those terminologies and everything. So we were taking our lines, and they said dry run. Yes, dry run. And I was like, I was just speechless, actually. And because I had the first line to take, and I wasn't saying any word. And it was so painful because we had a lot of A-list actors, cast and crew. The ambience was very, very, very quiet. The focus was on me because I had the first line. So, but I never knew the meaning of that dry run. And the director, or will I say the line director, forgot to prompt me that, bro, we're waiting for you. I was just there doing something else. Not until when they beckoned on me, I'm like, oh, bro, we're waiting for you. I'm like, how? They said dry run. I said, dry run. Yes, I said I had dry run. They now explained to me. I said, oh, now dry. Say, okay, the main and everything. And because nobody made that process of, let me onboard you, let me tell you what this is, that, and everything. So I just kept going with the flow. Then also you have to learn along the process.
Sounds good. Hopefully there's something that is there now that they give proper onboarding into acting before they tell someone dry run and then they stand in there. All right. 2 more questions. If your life were a movie, what would the title be? If your life were a movie, what would the title be?
RichyRich Entertainment.
So your movie will be Larry.
Yes. Energy Entertainment.
Okay. Awesome. All right. Last but not least question before I let you go. Choose one out of these three: fame, fortune, or impact.
Impact. Energy Entertainment. Impact.
Okay.
Yes. Let me even tell you why. Because fame will come and go.
Okay. Why?
Fortune will come and go, but impact will be forever. Footprint forever.
The legacy you leave, it will live with you forever.
Legacy. That's it.
Awesome.
Yes, sir.
Well, thank you so much, brother, for coming, for joining us today. It's been an amazing and fun episode. It's been a pleasure hearing about your journey, how far Nollywood has brought you, and I mean the first row, embarrassing role, and hopefully your dream co-star you get to do with them, and how the movie industry has been, and of course some funny story and fun story. But thank you for coming. Now, before we go, what are your social media pages that people should check out to, especially YouTube, where they can see some of the movies that you would release and the ones you wish to be releasing?
All right. So, Timi, thank you. First of all, thank you for thanking me. And we are on all social media platforms. We're on TikTok, Instagram, YouTube, Facebook. But our YouTube handle is called RichyRich Entertainment. So that's our major focus actually. But on Instagram, it's RichyTube. On TikTok, it's RichyRich Entertainment. On Twitter, which is currently X, it's RichyRich Entertainment. Then Facebook also is called RichyRich Entertainment.
All right, awesome. Well, it's at this time we have to thank those subscribers, the supporters of OTMkast podcast. Please take the same support and more to RichyRich Entertainment. And we can't thank you guys enough till we talk again. Remember, no one writes your story, you do. And until next time, stay inspired, motivate yourself. Grace will be there for you. Stay consistent. And thank you once again for listening in the morning, afternoon, or evening, wherever you're listening from. Till we meet again, have a good one. Cheers.
All right, guys. And if you're not here with Timi, sincerely speaking, I don't know where you are. Timi, you're the best. Keep it up.
Thank you, boss. Appreciate you.
Yes, sir.
Bye.
All right, man. Bye.